Hi guys, it's Wednesday evening now. I was in the office all day and then I went to the gym and now I'm here. Oh, I had therapy too. But anyways, I have to work tonight. I just have one thing to finish that I've been kind of putting off finishing. Like it's 78% done and I just need to finish it. So I have to do that tonight. But I just got back from the gym and before I do that, I just figured we could like sit and chat and I could tell you guys like some of the stuff that's been on my mind. Basically, I'll just tell you some of the lessons that I've learned since I started. So the first is that you really need to advocate for yourself and you can't assume anyone's gonna do it for you, not the partners you work under, not the person who hired you. Like you have to go directly sometimes to people you've never met and be like, hi, this is my name and this is what I'm dealing with and this is what I need and here's my mini elevator pitch of myself. And like you really have to advocate for yourself and your needs because no one else is gonna do it for you. Quite frankly, most people are too busy to do it for you. So that was a big lesson I learned. And the more you practice doing that, the less scary it gets. So that was a good lesson to learn and it probably took me a little too long to learn it. However, I will say that if you're in law school right now or a new associate or considering law school, chances are you're a pretty good student, right? Like most people who take their education beyond undergrad probably are pretty good at the academia model, which means they're probably fairly obedient. They do what they're told, they turn in things on time, like they're very obedient. And oftentimes that obedience translates to this level of people-pleasing silence that is just not going to benefit you in the long run and you'll just wind up behind. And that was a really tough pill to swallow for me. I can't really speak for law firms versus other corporate jobs because I've never worked another corporate job. The jobs I had before I went to law school were not in the corporate space. I worked retail, I taught dance, I coached gymnastics, like they were sort of all over the place. So I can't really speak to other corporate jobs, but I will say with law firms, like there is a lot of overlap in roles. So sometimes there's too many people working on a task and sometimes nobody's working on a task because they assume it's the other person's job. So like figuring out and really verbalizing people's roles and who's gonna handle what, like I've realized that oftentimes it is just easier for me, like a junior associate and a paralegal, like there's thin lines there. The paralegal knows a lot more than you in most situations. So who's gonna do what? At what point does it make sense for an associate to do something to get the experience, even though that's a paralegal task, technically. So I've learned that just being explicit about that goes a lot further than just doing it and not talking about it, because sometimes two people will end up doing the same thing or not doing it and assuming someone else is gonna do it. I have now learned officially, just ask, just talk about it. Are you doing this? Am I doing this? There is no blueprint. There is no manual for who does what. I thought there was gonna be when I signed on. I thought like for any given matter, it's like this person does this and this person, it really doesn't work like that. Every matter is different. So just like ask the questions and make people talk to one another. And at my firm, there's no requirement to come into office. So I go in most days, but the paralegals are not there. The legal assistants are not there. Some of the partners aren't there, so facilitating those conversations through email can be even more difficult, but it is worth it. So that's something else I've learned. So that's my little rant. I don't really know why I decided to sit down and tell you guys this. I just feel like I've been really vague about the struggles I've been having, and like it has been, when I tell you, I sit here like calmly and tell you these lessons I've learned about like working at a firm, it's been brutal. Like I've had some really bad days and it's been a big learning curve. And I've had to learn by screwing up a lot, which does not feel good, but it's just the way it goes. Nothing major, no one was like super mean to me or anything, but like, but again, like it goes back to like, I was always a good student. I was always obedient. I didn't mess things up. So to do that, it feels really scary to me. I was never allowed to mess things up. Like that was just how I was brought up in school and in dance and everything. And so to just blatantly get stuff wrong because I'm new at this and there's not great communication in law firms is tough. But having said that, the more you do it, the less scary it gets and you just kind of realize like that's how you learn. Okay, now that I've ranted long enough, I guess I have to go get this thing done. It's a pre-hearing statement for an arbitration and I have all of it like written. I just need to figure out what I'm using as exhibits and where they go and like which specific, we have tons of records for this case. Which ones do I want to use for the arbitration? Like, I don't know. decent amount done. I did not finish it, and I probably could do more, but I'm just so over it. And I left myself like a manageable amount to do tomorrow. I'm also kind of going in blind with this. Anyways, just send it to the partner and then go from there, because I think if I try to overthink it too much right now, like I haven't even really seen his feedback. You know, done is better than perfect here. So I'll just send him a version tomorrow, and then I'll leave time open tomorrow and Friday. We can workshop it from there. Like, that's totally fine. I don't think it needs to be perfect tomorrow because I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. It's the next day. I'm working from home today, which I wasn't originally planning on doing, but I had a session with my trainer this morning at 7, and I opened my eyes at 7. So it was fine. I was able to get there in like 14 minutes, and then I just didn't get very many breaks in the workout because I was late, but it was okay. But anyways, I just like realized I'm just a little overwhelmed with life right now, and working from home would really help me. And if you're new here, I work at a law firm where we have no in-office requirements. So I go in most days because my boss goes in most days, and I just like the environment, but we don't have to, so I can work from wherever, whenever. Now it's like midday. I'm gonna take a break from work right now and do billing and get all my time in from last month. I don't have too many more hours to put in, but I'm just gonna get all of that in, and then I'll keep working. I don't really know on what. I have so much to do, and sometimes when you have too much to do, you just get paralyzed, which is where I'm at now. Like, I am so in over my head with how much I have to do. And then I'll keep going. And then I need to choreograph a little for recital. And then I need to teach ballet and teach them whatever I choreograph. Okay. My apartment is so messy, but it's gonna have to wait till the weekend. Oh my God, it's terrifying. I'll show you a little sneak peek. That's one chair. That's the bench. There's just clothes everywhere. That's my suitcase from LA. My laundry's just sitting there. I have laundry going. My bedroom, oh my God, you guys. This is real, okay? And don't yell at me. I'm just trying to be real. That was my whole goal with this channel. It will all get cleaned this weekend. Don't panic. Especially going to the office every day, you just have to put together so many outfits. And I was in Nashville and I was in LA, and I've just been traveling. It's all just clothes, but it's a lot of clothes. Okay, bye. Hello guys, we're headed, it's not gonna fit. I'm headed to go teach ballet for 3 hours. Okay, I billed 171 point something hours for the month of February, so that's pretty good. My firm has really high billable requirements compared to most of the firms in Phoenix, so it's good, but that's actually like not. So that's good, but it's not great. Let me put it that way. It is Sunday, March 5th, and it's like 1:30. I got up today, I got a coffee, and then I went for a run, which kind of took me by surprise. I wasn't really planning on doing that, but it's just been so nice out, and whenever it's nice out, like for those few months before the heat hits in Arizona, I always get into running for like a few weeks and then it drops off. But anyways, I decided to go for a run today, so I went for about 4 miles and it was lovely. Although it was a little hotter than I thought. I have to clean my apartment. So that's what's on tap for now. I just took a shower. I feel clean. I feel ready to clean. I have clothes all over this apartment. Also, we hit 10K, so thanks guys. That's so exciting. When I started this channel in law school, I had no idea what my plans were. And since I graduated law school, I have been so inconsistent with posting. And I've just been going through a lot since I graduated, and I was not really sure how to navigate it. on YouTube, and I didn't really know how to balance working and and I didn't know how to balance like working and posting on YouTube without being inappropriate. I'm still finding those lines of like what I can share and what I can't share, but that's so exciting that we hit 10K. Thanks so much for watching, and I am so excited to really nurture this channel now and be back. And I feel like the more I vlog, the more I'm finding where the line is of like what I can post and share and stuff. So that's so exciting. Thank you guys. It means the world. So the game just started. I gotta start cleaning. I'll take you along. Okay, I got everything done I wanted to except one last task of unpacking my suitcase from LA. That's gonna have to wait. I cannot do it right now. I did so much other stuff. But now I'm gonna put on a little makeup, and then I'm going to run some errands. I'm buying new sheets for my bed. And then, because I'm gonna be over in like this cute little area with lots of restaurants and stuff, I think I'm gonna take myself out to dinner and just bring my Kindle and read a little bit. I have my first ever arbitration this week, which, if you don't know, arbitration is like something that they mandate in Arizona courts for low value cases, like under $50,000. And I honestly don't know what to expect. I think it's like kind of a mini trial. Like, you get to present your witnesses, ask them questions. There is cross-examination. You can present exhibits. So that's this week on Wednesday. And the partner that I'm doing it with, he was like, we'll split up like who asks the questions and stuff. I did exactly what I planned this evening, and I returned the clothes I needed to at Dick's Sporting Goods. And then I got new sheets, which I'll show you once I'm done doing skincare, but they're amazing. I got Parachute Percale sheets, and they're unreal. And then I took myself out to dinner, which was lovely. But anyways, I thought it was funny, like the staff at the restaurant, like it was a pretty nice restaurant, and I just sat at the bar, and they like were perplexed. Like, I could tell. I mean, the part of Scottsdale that I was in is like pretty old school, for lack of a better term, and so to see like a young woman there without a guy paying for it, they were a little perplexed. And I've just been like picking up on stuff like that, and I wanted to share with you guys because I want this channel to be like a very real look at my life as a lawyer, and I can't give that real look if I don't acknowledge the fact that I'm like a young single woman in a very male-dominated field. And I'm not saying that that's like my whole angle on this, but I want to share with you guys like what I experienced. So, for example, I had some depositions last week, and the plaintiff's attorney, I was deposing the plaintiff, and her attorney, she was late, the plaintiff, and the attorney was like, I'll go call her and see where she is. And he comes back inside the conference room where we were meeting, and he's like, oh, it looks like there was a mix-up with where to park. She didn't understand my instructions or whatever. that he said. And you know, it was bad enough to explain to a woman how to get anywhere. And like, I was just looking at it, like, I was just so confused, and my name was kind of similar to the court reporter's name, not the same name, but similar, and he mixed them up the whole time, like just referred to us interchangeably. And I was just like blown away, like, this is real, like this goes on. He's like, so I just thought that was interesting. How beautiful are these bed sheets? The lighting's not great in here, but I got this blue color and they're percale, so it's like, I think it's some sort of cotton. It's kind of stiff, but they said they'll soften as you sleep in them, and I just think they're beautiful. Okay, it is Tuesday now. I didn't vlog yesterday because, I don't know, I was just a little stressed. And then last night I was editing last week's vlog. Well, I don't know. Just decided to take the night off and vlog. Let me start over, this isn't making any sense. Restart. It's Tuesday, and that's pretty much all you need to know. I did it. I ran 4 miles. Same route I did on Sunday. That's all. It's later now. I'm about to go to bed. I realized that a lot of what I've been doing recently, I have an arbitration hearing tomorrow. It's my first one. And as I was telling you guys, like, I'm actually gonna be involved with it. And I'm not nervous in like an anxious sort of way, but I think that I have just been thinking about it a lot, and it's made me a little paralyzed in other areas of my work. And I decided, like, that is okay, you know? Hey guys, I don't know if I vlogged at all yesterday. The arbitration went pretty well. I wasn't that nervous, surprisingly. Granted, I was only doing our witnesses direct, so it wasn't, I didn't have to do like cross-examination or anything. So that was good, and I got some feedback from the partner I did it with, and he said I did a good job, which is great because he's very honest, and he would tell me if he didn't think that was the case, so that's good. Then last night I ended up going to the Suns game just last minute, so that was that, and then I didn't get to bed till late because I didn't get home till like 10:30 or 11. And then this morning I had training, then I've been working from home ever since, and now I'm going into the office and it's like 10:15. Also, you guys, I just did not eat very well yesterday. Like, I just didn't eat well yesterday. So I brought this whole bag of spinach with me. And for my drive to work, I have Starbucks and spinach. And I'm just gonna eat it on my drive because I believe in like an addition approach to, it's my belief that if you ever want to better the way you're eating, you should do it by adding stuff, not by subtracting stuff. So like, if I ever feel like I do now, like I didn't eat well yesterday or something, I just try to add a lot more greens and things the next day, as opposed to starving myself the next day or something like that.